huge announcement on this week's episode. The highly anticipated Single Sounds live show is happening on Wednesday, the 28th of June. There will be some special guests, interactive elements, and most importantly, a singles event after party where you can meet previous guests of the show and who knows, maybe meet your next date from the audience. Ooh. Tickets are on sale next Tuesday and I can't wait to see you there.
My biggest ick, fussy eaters, massive one.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Grow up. It's fucking spinach.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Single Sounds. My name is Katie Mack and I'm the host and creator of this dating podcast, and I'm on a personal mission to try and improve modern dating methods and first date experiences via podcast, a method which hasn't been tried before. I know you might be feeling a bit low because we don't have a bank holiday this week, but fear not, because we do have an amazing single man for you lovely listeners. Who doesn't love a Lindt Lindor ball? Well, that is exactly the kind of person you are getting if you write in to date this guy. Apparently, he could be perceived as having a hard exterior, which I didn't really think at all, but he definitely has that soft, creamy centre of a personality. He is on here looking for love, maybe a cottage in the countryside, and definitely some big travel plans. If you love food, are not a fussy eater, and also could get behind some Eurovision, this could be your man. Okay, hi, welcome to Single Sounds.
Thank you for having me on Single Sounds.
You are very welcome. Let's find out about your dating profile, your who, what, where. Mm-hmm. So who are you sexually attracted to?
Women.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And what are you looking for?
Looking for love. That's what I'm looking for. Why else would I be on here?
I don't know. Honestly, some people come on with the weirdest intentions.
Oh, great.
Any height, age preferences?
Height, I don't want to, get anyone's hopes up. I'm aggressively average height. I'm exactly 5'10". In fact, I was measured the other day because people wouldn't believe that I am exactly 5'10".
Yeah.
Because according to people, 5'10" doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because it's just like not quite 6 foot. I'm not short. Bang average. So, I mean, height preferences for me, like, I don't really have I think men are more like self-conscious that tall women won't find them attractive. Mm. But yeah, I mean, any height is fine by me.
Yeah. I do find that the average or the shorter people tend to not care as much as the tall people. It's really interesting.
Well, beggars can't be choosers, I think. And age-wise, like, I've looked 40 since I was 12, so I've dated a lot. I'm 26, but I've dated girls in their 30s and stuff like that. Again, not well. I think 23 to 29 would be great, but yeah, whatever.
Not too picky.
Clearly.
No, it's good. I appreciate that. I don't think it's good to have a whole tick list. No, but exactly. You are looking for a serious relationship. That's the most important thing.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
And finally, where would you like to date?
So I'm Southeast London, but willing to travel. Always, a bit suspicious of what goes on north of the river. but for the right girl, I'm well prepared.
Well travelled. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to your 3 A's, which is acceptance, adventure, and affection.
Yeah.
This is what we need for a good, long-term, healthy relationship. So
great.
We've got you covered.
Cool.
First section, acceptance. What is your most toxic trait?
Okay, so I asked my friends this, and I won't tell you any of what they said. But I think my most toxic trait, I have a real compulsion to correct people. Like I'm a real grammar Nazi, and it's I'm getting better at it. But yeah, every time someone mispronounces a word or their grammar is wrong, it just upsets me. I mean, rules are there to be followed.
I do feel in the English language we don't have that many grammar rules as well.
No, exactly.
So I feel like there's less excuse for being lazy with it.
Correct. No. Yeah, but it really upsets people.
They take
but,
offense to your
but I'm doing
corrections.
better. I'm really, really trying to improve myself. So
Is it like the stuff, because I do this, actually, do I tell people? I'm not sure. When they get the wrong theirs, that really annoys me.
Yeah,
And the wrong yours, because I'm like, that, come on.
I mean, look,
Come
sure,
on.
nobody's perfect. But yeah, I mean, grammar, as they say, is the difference between knowing your shit and knowing your shit.
Yeah.
I immediately hate myself.
But do you actually text people back with the asterisk bit?
Oh no, I'm not
Yeah, not
a
that
real
picky.
wanker.
No.
But it just upsets my soul.
Yeah. No, I read it and I think, I'm like almost disappointed, like
Exactly.
disappointed parent.
It is disappointing. It is disappointing. I was always the one at uni that everyone would like send their essays. I love proofreading.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's quite a useful
Yeah,
skill.
a real stickler.
It's funny because that's like nothing to do with what you do for work either.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm for the benefit of the tape, I'm a chef.
Take the listeners. Don't, not a police interview.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, chef, which is like,
yeah.
I feel like you don't need good grammar at all for a chef.
No, you don't.
Because you're not writing the menus, are you?
Maybe? Yeah, no, well, I am.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
I mean, that's...
You're not going to write them, though, physically.
No, I mean, on the computer.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, mistakes on menus is a real bugbear of mine.
That's shocking.
It's
yeah.
real
you've
shocking.
Printed that multiple times.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone sees it. Like, that's the first thing you see when you're in a restaurant. Like, the menu. If the menu's shit, you just think, what if they can't bother to
spell.
Yeah, to spell or look things up. I mean, they see the labels on the packets. How are they misspelling things?
No, I literally don't know.
Terrible.
But yeah, that's funny. I've definitely seen errors on menus as well.
Yeah.
100%,
Yeah, exactly.
like quite a few times.
Yeah, it just reflects really poorly, I think.
Yeah, it just looks like it's your one thing that you're presenting to someone.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, I do get it, like maybe emails you write 100 a day, but you've got one menu.
Yeah, correct.
Check it.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure it's
Run
correct.
it through Grammarly, run it through Word.
Yeah, exactly. Like if something's coming up with a red line on Word, what? I just don't know how
aubergine
people...
wrong.
Exactly. How can people just miss that? Anyway,
Crazy. Okay, next. What is the nerdiest thing about you?
Apart from my love of grammar,
Yeah.
I am a bit of a nerd. I really like when I was a kid. I used to get like fact books.
Oh, like
books for Christmas.
Okay, not
like,
the Guinness Book of Records.
Well, I mean that
One
was
of those.
one of them. But yeah, just like
that was an annual Christmas gift in my family.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Always. But yeah, just like books of fascinating facts, and I would just memorize them. And yeah, I was a weird kid. But it's coming really useful. Like
pub quizzes, you must be the best.
I'm a big pub quizzer.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
I need you on my team. We're shit.
We win quite often.
Yeah,
we pool all our winnings and then going to go out for a really
but
nice
the prizes
meal
on them are really good. Like
yeah.
The money, sometimes like the cash or the just like free alcohol.
Absolutely. Although that's always a bit of a false economy, in my opinion. The free bar tab. I hate it. That really winds me up about quizzes.
Well, because it's the end of the night, so
yeah, exactly. They just make you go back to the pub.
Yeah.
Whereas a real quizzer wants the cold hard cash.
Cash. Yeah. Well, the last two I did were, I think it was like £200 cash. The winner.
Really?
Yeah, it was big money.
Oh, I'm doing the wrong quizzes.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes it's like 50 quid.
Yeah.
Standard.
50 quid's alright.
Still though. Yeah, 200. I was like, wow.
But yeah,
it's life changing.
How sad's your life?
Big money.
Yeah, big nerd. Harry Potter, I think, is my kind of worst, nerdiest thing.
Okay.
And that's quite unpopular these days. But yeah, Harry Potter, just know so much. Honestly, I was really, really wasted childhood. Used to just sit at home and binge watch all the films.
Oh, so you didn't read the books?
Well, obviously I had the books.
Oh,
But, everyone loves...
But it was more the films.
Yeah, films. I think I'd be a world expert. Remember, what was the Quizlet app? Do you remember that?
Oh.
Where you could like one-on-one anyone in the world.
Yes.
I was like...
It was almost like the chess version of quizzes.
Yeah, I was like top 1% in the world for Harry Potter.
Yeah, you could do your niches,
yeah,
couldn't you?
Yeah, literally. Oh, terrible. I hate myself.
Okay, we're going to move on to adventure section. Okay, first question. Never have you ever, but you've wanted to do it?
So, I mean, it's a really basic answer, but travel. I really want to travel more. I kind of earmarked a couple of months this summer to like go around Southeast Asia, but for the benefit of the listeners, I am on crutches because I've just ruptured my ACL, so don't think that'll be happening, unfortunately.
Quite sad.
But yeah, I mean, I've been quite lucky in going around. I've been on like a few kind of music tours of like America and Canada. That was great.
That's
but,
really
like,
cool.
Yeah, like Asia, Australia, never really had the chance to go to.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'd love to do that.
It'd be nice if you found someone that would want to take off
Well,
a few months.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Someone willing to leave their whole life in the UK and just kind of
just for a bit.
traveling. Yeah. Or like there's a lot of kind of van core type stuff you see on Instagram. Like people just living out the back of a van, which I think ultimately would be quite horrid. But it looks amazing.
It's really not for me.
Yeah,
I can't say I'll be doing that with you.
No, well, that's good. But no, I like the idea of it, but I think in practice could be fairly harrowing.
I think it'd be fun for 2 nights,
Yeah.
maybe even just one night. The novelty would wear off real quick.
Yeah,
when you don't have a proper shower.
Yeah, correct.
Also, like I think hooking it up to the mains, all that sort of stuff would just be a nightmare. For a while, I considered in London living on a canal boat because they're so cheap to buy.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that.
When I was on Rightmove looking for a flat, I was like, honestly, these barges were so nice. And then the practicalities, you had to like re-dock it or re-moor it every 2 weeks. And I was like, oh no, that requires me to actually drive it. I can't just like live on it. That sounds so stressful. And really again, convenient. The main stuff, like all that.
Exactly.
The bathroom maintenance, I don't even know how that works. And it's not for me.
No, and you're just essentially living in, a house the size of a room.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do everything in the same place.
Well, a big one for me as well was safety. I was like,
oh, yeah.
What? Like, they're quite dodgy, the canals at night in London. I was going to be living in there by myself because, like you said, it's definitely not big enough for anyone else.
No, absolutely not.
There's like one cupboard for your clothes. That's about it.
Wouldn't work for me. I'm out.
I was out, yeah. I didn't even go look at any. I thought about it for half a minute. I was like, no.
Great in theory, rubbish in practice.
Yeah. I like this question. What does your dream life look like?
Dream life. For me, I love probably a little cottage in the country.
Nice.
Yeah. Like real Arga vibes.
Yeah, I love an Arga.
Lot of
black stained Arga.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of was it Emily Bridgewater?
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. Draw the line at the really awful bone-handled cutlery.
Oh yeah.
The knives are awful. They're never.
That's probably
sharp.
important to you.
It is.
Cutlery.
Yeah. I've got a large. Oh, I was going to say I've got a large knife collection, but that makes me sound like a serial killer.
No. I have a that was one of the most first adult things I did in my like mid-20s.
Yeah.
I was like, I need a knife set. I feel like
big time.
That's something you need.
It's important.
Yeah.
It's important.
I went to Joseph and Joseph and got my knife set.
The one in the rotating thing? Yeah. Okay.
You know the one?
I know the one. I thought
it was really fun because it spins and then it has like different colours for the knives on the top.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I was really proud of my knife collection.
Good.
And it's not a serial killer vibe. Also, as a chef, surely everyone knows that you need to have a proper knife.
Well, exactly.
You do.
Yeah. I've got about a dozen, I think. Yeah, I mean, when people walk into the house and see a knife rack full of really sharp knives, it is often off-putting. But tools of my trade. It's like having a nice laptop.
Yeah, exactly. The one thing I didn't do with my new adult knife set was I didn't really sharpen them. Which I feel like
you got to keep them sharp.
Yeah, I think you have to do that quite often, don't you?
Yeah,
I've never done it.
Yeah, I do it like every time I use a knife.
Every time,
pretty much. Yeah,
just run it through a couple times.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I've got what call like the whetstones.
Mine are probably like blunt.
So disappointed in you.
I know. That is tragic. Okay, last A, affection. What is your biggest ick?
My biggest ick, fussy eaters, massive one.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Grow up. Grow up. It's fucking spinach.
What do we? Yeah, what do we count as fussy? Because I've kind of re-evaluated my view on this.
Mm-hmm.
I think not liking any fruit or vegetables is pathetic.
That's
Grow up.
really pathetic.
Like, are you a child?
Yeah, literally. I mean, I've got a friend who genuinely lives off chicken nuggets and chips.
Oh no.
And he's in such good nick. I don't understand
really physical.
Yeah.
Physical.
Really, he's physically very fit.
Yeah.
But just has the palate of a 5-year-old.
Yeah, beige. That's it.
Beige. Everything is beige.
Yeah, someone told me the other day that beetroot freaks them out, like, because it's like too bright, and I was like, grow up. Yeah, grow up.
Pathetic. Absolutely
That
pathetic.
is so embarrassing. I was like, I admit some crazy things, but that to me is the most embarrassing thing someone's ever said.
Yeah, of course. It's horrid. But yeah, like I would like someone who's a big foodie. So, cook together, go out for meals.
Yeah.
Also, as a chef, I hate cooking at home.
Yeah.
It's not getting paid for it. Not getting paid for it.
You can't be bothered because
I
you've
can't
done
be
it all
bothered.
day.
Yeah. Want to get in, have a lovely meal. Or, or just someone who's interested in cooking,
Yeah.
I find
That's
it weird.
Not me, so. I think it's important for people to know that I absolutely hate it. I have ready meals. That's what I do. I get those healthy ready meals from Tesco. I'm terrible.
Yeah, fine.
Or I make the most basic pasta.
I mean,
shocking.
Look, I eat a lot of pesto pasta. Let's not
Yeah.
let's not beat around the bush here. But just out of necessity, I don't want it every night.
No.
But yeah, someone with an interest in food. It's something everyone does. Like people who just don't like food is weird.
Yeah, even though I don't like cooking, I live for my next meal.
Yeah,
I plan it out.
Yeah.
And especially if I'm on holiday, that's one of the biggest things.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, where am I eating?
Yeah, of course. Where are you going on holiday?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, even little weekend trips, it's all just revolved around food, really.
Big time. Yeah, I went to Cadiz a few months ago, basically to go to one restaurant. And it was everything I hoped for.
Yeah.
But, it was an expensive meal.
Yeah.
Going to Spain for 4 days to have one meal. It was expensive. But
at least you could do fun stuff around it.
Exactly. Well, it was also January and freezing and there was no one there.
Oh, right.
So it was a bit grim, but the food was incredible.
Worth it.
Yeah, worth it. Big time.
What's your stance on not liking raisins?
Okay, so I don't like raisins in savoury things.
Oh, yeah, okay. So like curries.
Like when you get curry with raisins, get fucked.
Yeah.
That's horrible. A raisin has no place on a savoury plate. But yeah, I mean, I'm not munching raisins every day, but if I was handed a bowl of raisins, as you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or a scone with raisins in it.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
I
find raisins is a really tricky one for people. I have a lot of friends that don't like raisins.
They're not the best thing in the world. I've never seeked them out.
I just think they're fine though. I don't see what the fuss is about.
Yeah, I don't get excited by raisins.
Grapes.
I don't get excited by raisins. Shriveled grapes. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on to your bestie rec. So this is your close friend's recommendation of why someone should date you.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really excited.
Let's do it.
Why would anyone ever want to date anyone at all? Now, I think there are several reasons why, and every single one of those is ticked off by the person that I'm talking about right now. Where in your mind does the perfect date start? I think it starts with a fantastic meal, and who is better placed to provide that than a professional chef who's also happy to cook without being paid at home? Yes, this man's skills with a spoon are unparalleled, be it in the kitchen or, from what I've heard, on the sofa afterwards, but I still cozy time at the end of the night. Beyond that, what comes next? You're out on a nice date, you've had your meal, maybe you want to go to a nice bar afterwards, maybe do some karaoke. Oh, well, now here is someone who's not only a professional chef, but also a professional singer, someone who can whip up a treat in the kitchen and then warm the cockles of the heart by belting out anything from a fantastic rendition of some Eurovision song you haven't heard of from 15 years ago, or the delights of musical theatre from 60 years ago. What could be better than that? And then at the bar, what are we doing to round this night off? Oh, well, of course, we have to have a nice little pint of Guinness to go with it. Now, if there's one skill that's more important than both cooking and singing, it's the ability to, on demand, be able to split the G of any Guinness glass you have ever seen in just one sip right off the bat. And that's the perfect date. At least it is for me. I don't know if it is for you, but if it's any part of that seemed in any way interesting, I know the exact person that you should take out for a date, and he is on this podcast. But why not go for a second date? Why not go for more? Because at the end of the day, as much fun as you can have on that first time with your meal, with your Guinness and with your singing, he's actually just quite a decent bloke too. Particularly if your topics of conversation can vary from theology all the way through to how good the Romanian team was in the 2003 Rugby World Cup. How is that not the most scintillating thing you have ever heard? And what more can I say than that? I'd say give him a chance. I think you have a good time.
That was so much more wholesome than I was expecting.
Okay,
that was actually really nice. I thought it'd be a proper character assassination.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good.
He got in the key facts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chefing, singing.
Singing. So yeah,
Which we haven't
I used
spoken
to,
about, yeah.
No, so I used to be a singer like, I used to be like a full-time choral singer.
Wow.
So like cathedrals and churches and stuff.
Whoa.
But yeah, it wasn't really my first love. I was just good at it.
Just good at it.
But yeah, I mean, as my friend has said, big fan of Eurovision.
Yeah, it's
Eurovision
coming
fan.
up. Did you get
Yeah.
tickets?
Oh no, the prices are like insane.
I mean, I couldn't even get through on the booking
Really
thing. Yeah, no.
insane.
Like, we had loads of people trying, but those
Yeah.
apparently it's only got a capacity of like 11,000,
Mm.
which is so tiny.
Yeah,
We couldn't even get any of the like irrelevant nights, let alone the final.
Oh, not even the semi. Oh,
No.
rubbish. I guess there's so many like media, massive teams from every country and stuff. So
Exactly, they fill up a lot of it, I think.
yeah,
And yeah, I also think everyone wanted to go because when's it going to be here again?
yeah, exactly.
That was a miracle.
I mean, I have no idea how that happens. Not a clue. But yeah, never happening again. So,
It's not
so make
happening.
the most of it while you can.
Oh dear. Yeah, we'd literally have to have another like world crisis for us to win again. So
Yeah, let's not have any more European wars.
yeah,
But,
actually, it's one of the only reasons we won, I think.
Yeah,
so
not great.
Not
Even
great.
to come second was miraculous.
Yeah,
I
no.
didn't even think it wasn't even.
To be fair, Sam did. I will give him credit.
It was very good. Yeah,
He did great. He already had such a good following on TikTok.
Well,
he
that's
did.
the thing,
He did a
yeah.
really good tour.
Mm,
Built up a following.
True.
Proud of him. His song was good,
it was fine. Yeah,
which is fine.
yeah,
I quite liked it.
yeah. It was good.
I mean, it's better than most of our other entries.
Yes, famously terrible.
Are you going to do like a Eurovision party?
It's been known to happen. It's been known to happen. Yeah, big dress up night.
Yeah.
Love a chance of some fancy dress.
Oh, good.
Yeah, every
Me too.
opportunity. Yeah, it may happen. We'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Oh, the Guinness splitting the G. Now that's
Guinness.
difficult.
So I'm in a group chat where the only thing that you post is your attempts at splitting the G.
That's
and
the only content
it-
allowed.
Literally, only content allowed. Or if you get a really shit Guinness, like in a Carling glass or in a Stella glass, it's the bane of my life. You know, as I say, stickler for rules. Guinness glasses are for Guinness,
Yeah.
and other glasses are for different beers. So
Well, I learnt this recently that the style of the glass is actually really important
yeah, big time.
because they have the dots at the bottom.
Yeah.
I
Like
think I learnt this
affects-
on TikTok.
Yeah,
Classic. That's where I learned
really
it, mate.
affects the texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I don't know what's specific about a Guinness glass, but I'm sure it's the same.
I don't know. It's just disappointing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, big fan of Guinness. So my local pub is like renowned for being the best Guinness in London. So so I spend a lot of time there. It's kind of embarrassing when you get on first name terms with the landlord, but
The landlord as
the
well.
landlord,
Not even the bar
yeah.
staff.
No,
It's like
no.
The full owner.
The head honcho himself. Shout out to Connor at the Blythe Hill Tavern. Yeah, great man.
That's nice. Yeah, and he knows your regular drink of the Guinness.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it's pretty much what they serve.
Oh,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah, it's run by a load of like 60-year-old Irishmen. Honestly, it's
That sounds
perfect.
fun.
And so much, when you go into a pub and there's so much tat on the walls, like it's a
One of those.
really good pub for tat. I'm a big lover of tat.
Yeah, our local one. Have you been the Hemmingford Arms?
No.
Oh, it's crazy in there. You'd love the tat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, honestly, it's got kind of like mannequin pieces around,
Oh,
like
God.
bicycles. Yeah, it's batshit crazy.
Yeah.
They all hang from the ceiling.
Yeah,
One of
cool.
those.
Yeah, love it. Went to a pub in where was it? Like Covent Garden the other day. There was like kettles.
Yeah.
So much shit. Loads of like brass, little like old fashioned instruments. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Don't know instruments of what? Not musical instruments. Just weird brass things. But yeah, absolutely full. Loved it. Yeah, love a good characterful pub.
Yeah, it's funny why they do that. It must just be for creating an atmosphere.
Yeah,
I can't see any other benefit.
No, I mean, they
kind of looks annoying.
Yeah,
clean. And...
yeah. I mean, and where they get them from as well. There's got to be years worth of car boot sales.
Literally, it's going around like vintage shops. I think
exactly. Yeah,
collecting brass for that specific pub.
But yeah, big fan of tap. Big fan of characterful pubs and a lovely drop of Guinness.
Yeah, maybe I was thinking, do we like the tatty pubs because they're not? Our houses are like not tat.
Yeah, I guess so. And it's always like going back in time. These places haven't changed by hundreds of years. Yeah. Which I find quite comforting.
Yeah.
Just perfect.
They are very homely.
Exactly.
I would agree with that. Yeah. There's nothing like a cozy pub.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little like cold, wet evening, going to a really warm pub, glasses steam up.
Yeah.
Immediately got a lovely pint. Perfect. What more could you possibly want?
Simple things in life.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm a simple man of simple taste.
Okay, final bit. It's your wrap up.
One word review. Often been described. Oh, this is so cringe. As a Lindor, like the Lindt Lindor things.
The balls.
The balls. Yeah, like tough exterior, but soft, creamy centre.
Oh my god, I love that.
I know.
Lindor.
Yeah. Like loads of my friends at uni were like, I was so terrified of you when I first met you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
You didn't give that impression to me at all.
Good. I hope not. A lot of people find me very intimidating.
Maybe because you look a bit older. Like you do look older than 26.
I know.
I think it's the stubble.
Yeah, stubble.
The manly.
The little salt and pepper coming through on the sides of the hair.
Oh, I couldn't see that. No. Oh, I mean, barely.
But yeah, a lot of people were scared of me upon first meeting.
Yeah, that's really interesting to hear that perspective because I definitely didn't get that from you.
I know. Well, I hope people don't find me scary. But,
no. Amazing. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, if you love Lindt Lindor balls as much as I do, what are you waiting for? Write in to get his details via Instagram @SingleSounds, and you'll be in with a chance of dating this fact-loving, grammar-correcting chef. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll be back like clockwork next Tuesday for your introduction to a lovely single lady. Catch you then.